Hey guys, happy Wednesday. So, being completely transparent, I did want to let you guys know I did weigh in yesterday. Because of the DDP program ending, I did weigh myself, which is fine. So I have an idea of what direction we're going this week, but we'll see. Things can change. Heck, if I don't get this water bottle refilled this morning, things really might change. But anyhow, yeah, so things can change by tomorrow weigh-in. I didn't record it because it was just for the DDP program. But one of the things, my dad had called me, I think it was Saturday, but it might have been Sunday. I don't know, at some point this last week. And I love the fact that my dad watched my weigh-ins. I know I talk about my family sometimes on here, and I know it's not always perfect, but whose family is perfect? And, I have my own baggage and my own issues from my past, and it's things that I see a certain way, maybe they don't see the same way, and that's okay. Like my counselor has said, we all see things from our own frame of reference and our own mindset when things happen. But I'm only saying that because I know I've mentioned stuff in the past, how my dad wasn't really involved in my life and how, whatever. But that, that changed when I was in my 20s. And then he moved to Connecticut, I think when I was 30-ish, somewhere around there. But anyhow. And so I've tried to get to know him better, and it's been a path. And no matter what, he's always going to be my dad. Like, I'm sad that I missed out on my whole childhood with him. Like, I definitely would have been a daddy's girl. But like I said, there are days where I feel like an orphan. There are days where I feel like I don't have family because it's just not the same as I see my friends and all that kind of thing. It's just not the same. And I can't put my fingers on it. I can put my finger on it, but I can't put it into words, if that makes sense. Like, it's just not the same. Our relationships are all different than a child who grew up with mom and dad, or just mom with seeing dad on weekends. We all have different experiences with our parents. But anyhow, I love the fact that my dad keeps up with my channel. I think maybe it gives him a different perspective on how I see things. And I can tell you, my dad and I, one of the things I get from my dad is if I believe something, I will fight for 150%. Of course, my dad and I have very different views on stuff. So it doesn't mean that we are fighting each other. But we don't do it in a negative way. Like, yes, we can get heated. We can get very frustrated with each other. But honestly, it's because of our life experience, and we can read the same exact article and get two different things out of it. Because our life experience changes how we view things. And so we can get very frustrated with each other. We did the other day on the phone. And I said to him, this is why I feel this way, and this is why I don't support this, and this is why I'm this way. And he was like, well, I can understand that, but, and I'm like, no, there's no but. It's just the way I am, And but I like the fact in some way that he challenges me. He challenges me to know why I feel a certain way. Like, some people just like, why believe this? Why? I don't know. If I'm going to have a conversation with my dad about what I believe on something, I had better have a reason. Because the second you go, well, I don't know, he's going to be like, well, that's not the right answer. He's going to challenge you to know why you feel the way you do. And I think I've grown a lot from that. So although it's frustrating at times, it also, and there's been times where he's changed my mind on things to some extent. And I had to laugh because one of my friends was like, oh, you're so right wing. And I went online, I took a test, and I'm like mildly left wing. And I'm like, was it 78% centrist? 78% centrist, 7% right wing, and like 15% left wing. And I'm like, I've been telling them for years that I'm centrist. Here's like an actual, like, legitimate thing that a friend of mine who is left wing took, and she actually got more centrist than I did, and she was like, oh, at least you got some more left wing on there than I did. But needless to say, I like the fact that he challenges me. I'm a person who I enjoy a healthy conversation. By healthy, it means we don't necessarily agree, but we can both talk about our points. Because at the end of the day, if nothing else, we've educated each other on how we feel so that we understand how the other person thinks a little bit more. And I love that. But anyhow, that's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So I don't know why I brought that up, but just something I really appreciate my dad. Um, but he had called because on Thursday I had mentioned how I couldn't figure out how I gained weight, how I really hadn't eaten different. The only thing I'd done is quit smoking, and how like I quit before. I quit in January, and then I went a while and didn't smoke, and then there's just been so much stress and so much stuff going on, and I didn't build alternate stress relievers. You know, I've tried working out, even since I quit smoking, I've tried working out every time I want a cigarette. Well, I smoked at one point a pack a day, so that would be like once an hour at least working out. Um, and how I'd work out in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got to have better stress release options. Plus, I can't work out that much; it's not healthy. So I'm trying to work on some different stress release techniques so that I don't need a cigarette, or I don't feel like I shouldn't say need, because I don't really need them. I want one. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when I want one, what do? I need alternatives. So, today I'm going to make some protein balls. They're like 60 calories each, just basically oatmeal, peanut butter, and honey. The recipe online added like different stuff to it, like raisins or peanuts or stuff like that. I'm not adding any of that stuff. So I'm guessing it's about 60 to 70 calories because the ones with the chocolate chips were 88 calories. And so, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm guesstimating based on what chocolate chips probably are for calories. Sorry, I got this thing on my face driving me crazy. It's a little scratch. But anyhow, needless to say, so I'm gonna make those, and 4 times a day I'm gonna let myself do that instead of have a cigarette, because that'll still be something else, and something with like peanut butter and honey is gonna take you a while to chew. It's not just gonna melt in your mouth kind of thing. So that's my plan, is 4 times a day to let myself have those. Plus added workouts. Plus I'm working on having some craft stuff available, set up so that when I need to go and do something, I can just go do that. I'm trying to create some other boredom / stress resolves so that I'm not wanting a cigarette as much. It's kind of my workaround. But anyhow, but he had said that he had read an article that said that one of the things that can affect your weight loss, weight gain, is your pH levels. And I've heard this before. Like, I've heard it mentioned, but I knew there was like a spit testing, and I think at some point I may still have them. Little things you could put in your mouth, spit on them or whatever, just put the spit in there. And it's supposed to give you a pH level. And I've thought about it, using it and trying it out and seeing how it works, and like watching my pH level every day and see how that goes. If it's something you guys want me to try to see how it works, and we can maybe see if we can do our own scientific experiment, let me know below. I'd be happy to do it again. I had them. I think I still have them somewhere. I just have to look. If not, I can get them. They're not that expensive. The other thing I found out, but anyhow, so he had said when you quit smoking, they've proven in all these different science studies, and I read some of them, and it absolutely looks like that's factual information, is that the reason you gain weight is that you eat more. Because, I mean, obviously I'm monitoring my food. I would know if I ate a lot more calories, and I didn't. And they said it's because your pH level gets screwed up so bad when you quit smoking. And that makes total sense to me. Because honestly, after I quit smoking, within a couple of days, I start feeling very acidic. And so I think that has something to do with it. Because he was saying about acid storing in the fat cells, and that makes sense. I don't know how I can explain feeling acidic, but I just do, and I can't put it into words. But it's kind of like, you know how you feel when you have heartburn, how the rest of your body feels? That's how my body's kind of felt since I quit smoking, off and on, and like less and less time goes on. But right now, like last week, it was way more so. Like I was just feeling very swollen, very like water retaining, like all of that stuff. Sorry, I had to burp, but it didn't come up all the way. And so it was just strange. But yeah. I also did a personality test. For those of you who are interested, I came up with an ISFJ. Have you ever taken one of those? What are you? And I think it's pretty on. I think it's pretty much dead on for me. Makes sense when I read it about who I am. That's also I want to show you guys, and it's gone. Oh, I also recently did. I don't know if you guys watch A Beast to Beast, but he was talking about getting your TDEE, which is your total daily estimated something. Um, and you go, if you go to Google, you put in TDEE calculator, which is what he said to do. You go to a page and it'll ask your age, whether you're male or female, how tall you are, and how much you weigh. Luckily, since I weighed myself on yesterday, when I did it last night, I knew exactly what I weighed. And then it tells you how many calories you should take a day to maintain the weight you're at. Excuse me. Now, what I have heard, in order to lose, like, he suggests between 300 and 500 deficit every day to lose weight at a healthy rate. But he also said that if you weigh more, you can decrease it more. And I've been trying to stay. I mean, before I was at 900 calories when I first started because my doctor said to do that. And then she kept telling me, when I was trying to figure out where to go, she was like, "You need to find your good spot." And I've been kind of like, "Well, I don't know where to go with this," and I've been kind of like trying to figure it out. And I haven't, I've gone in there a couple times, but from other things, we haven't really gone into my calories. We've done everything else but my calorie counts and where I should be at. Last time we discussed it was a couple months ago when I was having my issues with my what do you call it? Plateau. So this gave me 2,765 calories per day, 19,355 calories per week. So I believe a pound is 1,000 calories. So I've only been doing between 1,200 and 1,500 calories a day. So I'm still under probably where I should be. And I think the things I've read online, granted, online is not always the answer. And I can always call my doctor to confirm, but she had told me that 1,000 calories a day is a pound a day, in theory. It's not going to be exactly that way, but because obviously there's other factors, but you have muscle gain, everything else. But the other thing that to figure out is this is based on this is not based on my workout schedule. This is based on not working out. Because I couldn't figure out what the scale on how to put like what kind of activity I do, because it's kind of hard to like for me to figure it out. So if 2765 is me not working out, and I've been doing 1,200 to 1,500, and your calorie count should go up based on activity level, then that means I need to get at least 1,500 to 1,700. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know how I'm going to get there because I don't eat junk food. And I mean, not that I'm saying you should eat junk food to hit calories, but like, I've got to figure out a way to get my calories and get, I don't know. I've got to figure out a way to get my calories and to get my self where I'm not too high of a deficit. Like initially when I first started, 900 was my initial, then I went to 9 to 1,200. And now I'm at 1,200 to 1,500. And that's because my deficit was just too much when I started hitting a point where I started building muscle. My body needed more calories in order to build healthy muscle. And so once I figured that out was part of my plateau, thanks to my doctor, I was able to adjust it and I started losing weight again. And then I quit smoking, and then I had that gain, which was frustrating as heck. But anyhow, it's okay. But, and so I've just got to figure out, there's all these different, everything we do affects our bodies. And it's really the one thing that through this process, I've realized more and more, is I find it just so amazing how many little stupid things affect our bodies. So I've really tried to, in our house, go as all natural as we can with cleaning products. I'm going to be making my own soap. If you guys want to know how I do that, let me know. It's something I used to do all the time, and then I just stopped for some reason. And we started overpaying for laundry soap. But this laundry soap recipe I have is like, for a family of 4 doing like, average loads, it can last you up to a year for under $30. So if y'all want me to share that, let me know below. I'd be more than happy to do a video on that. But I'm trying to be as all natural, as close to not using chemicals as possible. Now, I will tell you, some people kind of get like, oh, well, your laundry soap's not all natural because you use borax washing soda and you use Arm & Hammer washing soda. Those are the most all natural cleaning materials that are out there. So, yeah. Um, the person that I had originally gotten it from also used like the fabric softener pellets in it, but I won't use those because they are heavily fragranced and they are what do you call that? Not all natural. That being said, I'm thinking about maybe putting in some essential oils into the mix, um, and working that out. I also have dryer balls in my dryer to help it dry better that you put essential oil scents in on their wool balls. So I mean, there's a lot of things that we do that are, just trying to make life better and trying to be as conscientious of the environment as we can. So, but yeah, if you guys want me to go through, if you guys hear me talk about something that we do in our household and you want to see more, make sure you put it below because I don't always, like I said, I've said this a million times. I started this out just for accountability. And as one of my viewers told me on a group that we're both on, I watch your stuff because a lot of times when I do this, I don't know if anyone's going to watch it. I have videos that have 0 views. So, I don't know who's going to watch what. So if there's a topic you want me to talk about that I've talked about maybe a little bit, make sure you post it below. Just let me know or go on Instagram message me. I get people who Instagram message me sometimes. I did have somebody send me some questions that she thought I should answer. And I will do a Q&A, but she only sent me a few questions. So if you guys have questions you want me to answer about my life, about my weight loss, whatever, go ahead and go on Instagram and send me a message and let me know. I'm more than happy to answer them within reason. But yeah. So needless to say, that's been the last 24 hours or so. And I'm definitely gonna, like I said, if you guys want me to try out doing that, the what do you call it? The pH testing thing, where you test your pH every day and see how it's affected by my weight. I'm more than happy to do that. I'm more than happy to get a container of them and try it out again. Like I said, I think I have a container somewhere, but I'll have to check it out. But if that's something you are interested in seeing me do, let me know. Because I can include that every day or at the end of the week, like do a wrap up of what my pH levels look like throughout the week and what I'd eaten and maybe compare my pH level to my food or stuff like that. I mean, we can see what we can come up with as our own little scientific thing. But anyhow, I went on longer than I planned on today. Need to go back and hop in a bathtub and take a nice long bath. I worked out just before I did this. And then I waited till I wasn't bright red. And then I did a video. Yeah. Went and just like face clothed my face. So it was like, okay, let the redness go down. The redness go down. Then we'll videotape. Because I get really, really pink cheeks right here when I work out. It's hysterical. I don't need blush at that moment. So anyhow, I thank you guys so, so much for being here and watching me and taking time out of your day to listen to me ramble on random stuff that probably a lot of people are just like, didn't need to know that. But I look at it this way. My point coming on here was to form friendships, to form alliances, to be able to support each other. And you gotta know who I am. So that's who I am. That's my day. Y'all have a wonderful one. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.